Hey everybody, Fire Mama here. Taking you out in the yard today. I got some things I'm working on. I'm getting ready to put some things in the ground for fall planting, and I wanted to get this video done and share those things with you in case you were wondering if there was any kind of things you could put in for the fall depending on where you're located. We're in southern Illinois. We do still have a little bit of time to get some things in that'll grow that we can harvest before, and some things that will make it past the first frost. So I'm going to turn the camera around, and me and the goats are out here. I got them with me. They're just out grazing in the grass. So let me turn this around and I'll show you what we're doing. So right here is where I had my cabbages planted, and we had this bottom part here is where the cabbage was, and then up here is my lettuces and my kale and such. But we either had torrential rain most of the time, or we had major dry. And we had major dry for probably almost 2 months, where you either couldn't get into weed because it was a brick, or you couldn't get into weed very well because it was a swamp. But something I wanted to do at the beginning of spring, and of course with my work schedule, I just really didn't have time to get it done. I wanted to get things in the ground. I wanted to put some of this black landscape cloth down to help control the weeds. So I'm taking the time today to do that. I am about a couple weeks behind getting things in the ground, but I think we'll be okay because we're going to have some warmer weather coming back. And then I will come up here and I'll get all the old out. Some of my lettuce, these back ones I'll let go to seed, and they'll naturally seed themselves. But this front part, I'll take these all out. The chickens will love me for those. Anyway, I get this all cleaned up and get some more of my lettuce and spinach and kale planted back. But some of the seeds that you can go ahead and get put in the ground for fall planting, which some people will have, a longer growing season. Some people are going to have shorter. Like I say, find where you're at in the United States, and then you can find your growing seasons, and that'll tell you, and then just find the seeds that you can sow. A lot of your lettuces will go way into even after the first frost if it's not too hard of a frost. I've actually had lettuce grow way up into we got the first snow. Of course, anymore our winters really aren't too bad. We'll get a few weeks of where we have really deep cold with very little snow, but they're usually pretty mild. So your lettuces and your kale, let's just say your greens, mustard greens, certain varieties of peas, you still have time that you can get them in the ground and get them growing. And you can get a good first picking off of them, which I'm not a fan of peas, but I like to grow them to put in vegetable soup that I can, and then I have it for quick meals for winter. Also, certain varieties of your bush beans can go in, and certain varieties of your cabbage, which is what I'm getting ready to do. I got some cabbage plants. I didn't start these. I bought them from our Amish neighbors, but I'm going to get that black landscape paper down and get them in the ground, and hopefully plenty of time to get another batch going for another batch of sauerkraut. Anyway, I failed to bring my list out with me because I had listed them all out of all the seeds, but at the end of this video I will have the list. But like I said, some people won't have that long. If you're in the really part of the country that gets their winters early and a hard winter, now, you know, you can extend your growing seasons also by having a greenhouse. You can do the tunnels, which we used to have a greenhouse, and then we had some really bad straight line winds one year come through and just totally destroyed it. So, but my goal, again, is to have another nice greenhouse put up here on the farm to extend our growing season. The tunnels I have done before and had good luck with those. When we got our new house and moved it in, we had to rearrange all the gardens, so those had to come down, and I just didn't get them put up this year. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you and give you a little preview of the goats and stuff and what's going on today. There's 2 nice cooler days today, and got 2 days off work, so hopefully I can get this video edited this evening and get it put out for you so you can start working on your fall gardens. Oh, and onions. You can also put fall onions in because onions will winter over into the spring if you don't get them. I do that every year. I inevitably always miss some of my onions, and they'll winter over and then they'll come back again in the spring, and they'll have a little hotter depending on your variety. I have noticed that the longer my onions are in the ground, the hotter flavor that they have. So I hope everybody has a blessed day, and I want to thank all the folks that have subscribed to my channel. Warms my heart. I love it. I want to thank you. I keep trying, you know, to show different things. A lot of times I have a very bad habit of when we're working on stuff here on the farm, it's kind of hard to have the camera and do the work, but I keep trying. So everybody have a blessed day, and I'll have that list at the end of the video. Fire Mama out.